When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
They'll move the tight end. Wide receiver going in motion. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I really like the slot receiver. I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. A nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll go back to the ground. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You've got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the tight end. Already find a hole in that secondary. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Running to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the read. He'll pitch it. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail and that wide receiver comes back and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hand.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it in stride inside the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Finds the tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
Man, goodness gracious, this dude is on fire. I mean, he's already got 100 yards. We're in the first quarter. Like, I might want to think about double-teaming that guy. If he goes to the water bottle, I'm going to double-team. Whatever he does, I'm on it.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Complete to the left. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Smashes through the tackle. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive gain. Now let's go get 7.
Direct snap. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the 1st down marker.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
As they come to the line on 3rd down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The he's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab at the 30. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Rushes on him. He's got it down the left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that foot.
He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Working the middle. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. They have had no answers at all. They've exploited every matchup you can think of, and he's over 150 yards receiving.
And you got to give the offense credit, too, because they're just finding more and more creative ways to get this guy involved in this game. He is such a weapon.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target down the middle. There he goes. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll send the tight end in motion. He's looking to throw. This time on target. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They just keep firing. Right on the money. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical third down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
3rd and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. They're working that left side. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let him throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a 4th down. Decision time for this offense.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. That cuts into this deficit. It's now 20-10.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive going to the air. He makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him with that last catch. He now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Bringing it back. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rose. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The handoff to Johnson.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The give to the back. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll ride the hot hand. That should be the final play of the first half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the...
There he goes to the left. Touchdown, LSU! Once he got some room, it was over.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to South Carolina. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. He's got him in the flat. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball, and I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown Tigers! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Rides the back. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
The play action fake. Fires downfield. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
At the 20-yard line. Coming up, fourth down.
This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man to the left. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. He is having a day, and there's still a ways to go, but pretty soon he might make a call on Kayshon Boutte's single-game receiving record.
And if I'm him, I'm going to my QB and be like, listen, dog, I'm close. Feed me that rock. I want to go get the record. Nobody's guarding me. Nobody can stop me. Just get it to me, and I'll make the plays for you. And right now, listen, if I'm the LSU quarterback, I'm like, yeah, you keep doing that, I'll keep feeding you the rock.
Creates a little room. Turning it on. Past the 20. He's at the 10. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Makes the catch. It's Lindsey. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. On the move, it's Lindsey. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Got his man downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. The run to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. Shakes off the defender. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too.
Intercepted, number 19. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. And he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
To the air on first down. Got his man. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to...
He unleashes a long one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws for the tight end. Working a big fella to the corner. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Throws toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Unleashes one deep. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? Fourth quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go 4 verticals, but the defense knows it's coming, and they do a nice job in the back end making sure that falls incomplete.
And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. He got it. That'll close the gap to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up by 28 over Texas Tech. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Fires to the middle. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Touchdown, Penn State! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll go to the ground. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are. And
the offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And the ball takes those crazy bounces out of bounds, and a huge loss for this offense.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulls it, fired complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Breaks into the open. Running through contact. The tap. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, LSU. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Man, How hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
A strike downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 34 with a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy. All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing up.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the... He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And these edge rushers, man, they're so athletic nowadays. They can get to the quarterback, bend that corner so quickly, get him on the ground before he knows what hits him. How about that defensive end, that speed off the edge?
He's taking a deep shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first down.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That is such a big play for the offense. A lot of these fourth down pass plays are just designed to pick up the first. They get even more. They get an explosive play, and that has got to be huge for the offense's confidence.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack. Set them back, but they'll go for it here. Fires it. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This